Okay, I'm the baby, and I'm gonna do problem 5-31. I'm going to perform the indicated operation to simplify each of the following expressions. In some cases, factoring may help you simplify. I'm the baby. So baby time, here we go. Letter A. The quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x minus 3 all over x plus 1 times x minus 4 times I'm the baby x plus 1 over x times the quantity of x plus 2. Yay! I'm the baby. So here we go. No, what? No.
Sorry, baby, we're gonna have to sit you aside. Let's look at A. So in A, we're gonna have to simplify this down. We're gonna have to look at, we have all multiplication. We're gonna have to take it here and look for common factors on the top and the bottom. So anything that we can take that can divide by itself and give us a value of 1, we can simplify or cancel out, even though we try not to use that terminology. So I have a factor of x plus 2 and a factor of x plus 2. So when I divide x plus 2 by x plus 2, I get 1. When I divide x plus 1 by an x plus 1, I'm going to end up getting 1. And it doesn't look like I have any other factors that pair up between the numerator and the denominator. So as we take this here, let's write our next step. 1 times the quantity of x minus 3 times 1 will leave us with x minus 3. And on the bottom, 1 times the quantity of x minus 4 times x times 1 should leave us with x times the quantity of x minus 4. So you should be able to leave your answer in factored form. If you distributed it through and had x squared minus 4x, that's okay, but our answer for A should be as it appears here. Letter B. We have x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x squared minus 4. And we're multiplying that times 4 over the quantity of x plus 3. So with this one, we have a trinomial that can be factored, and we have a binomial on the bottom that can be factored. So you need to factor each of those first. So when we factor x squared plus 5x plus 6, you should end up with x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 3. And in our denominator here, we should end up with x plus 2 times the quantity of x minus 2. That is a difference of squares. We're multiplying times 4 over the quantity of x plus 3. So now as we look at it here, we look for common factors in the numerator and denominator. And we can see here that since it's multiplication, I've got an x plus 3 divided by an x plus 3 is going to give me a 1 over 1. I've got an x plus 2 and an x plus 2. They're exactly the same, so that also gives us 1. So as we multiply this, we have 1 times 4 is going to give us 4. And in our denominator, 1 times the quantity of x minus 2 times 1 gives us x minus 2. So we end up with 4 over the quantity of x minus 2. Let's move on to letter C. We've got 2x over x plus 4. And we're going to add to that 8 over the quantity of x plus 4. So right now, we're adding two fractions that have common denominators. Now, if you think about it, this is the same thing as if you said, say, for instance, 1/5 plus, let's say, I don't know, 3/5. Well, 1/5 plus 3/5, remember, is the same thing as saying 1 plus 3 all over 5, which is the same thing as 4/5. So since we have here the same denominator, we can rewrite this as one fraction with 2x plus 8 all over that same denominator here, which is x plus 4. The same way you would do this down here. 1/5 plus 3/5 is the same thing as 1 plus 3 over 5. Same thing, so it's over one denominator. Now, as we look at this, we have to ask ourselves, does 2x plus 8 factor? And it does. It has a common factor of 2 between our 2 and 8. So if we factor out the 2, and remember, it just doesn't disappear. We're just rewriting it as a product now. 2 times what is 2x? Well, that would be an x. And 2 times what gives me 8? Well, that would be 4. And the reason this is so important to factor this is because this simplifies. We have a binomial of x plus 4. We have another binomial of x plus 4. So this ends up canceling out, becoming 1 over 1. So we have 2 times 1 over 1, which is going to end up being, stick with the blue here, ends up being 2. So 2 is our answer for C. Let's erase this out of the way. Let's look at letter D, last one here. So letter D, we've got x over x plus 1. And we're subtracting from that 1 over x plus 1. Now this is the same concept. You've got common denominator already, so we can rewrite our numerator as part of one fraction. So this would be like saying x minus 1 over x plus 1. Now many people would want to cancel these out here, but remember, it's this entire thing is a term, this entire thing or a factor. They have to be exactly the same when you're talking about binomials. You cannot cancel out over addition or subtraction there. So these have to be exactly the same. And since they're not, and they're not opposites, then this is our answer. So this is problem 5-31. Here are our answers. This is Mr. Boyd signing off. I'll go get Baby so Baby can say goodbye as well. Baby, get over here.
Thank you for listening. I hope that you learned something. I make Stinky in the corner. Bye.